ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಾದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಭಿಕರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಸ್ಸಲಾಮು ಅಲೈಕುಂ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಶುಭ ದಿನದ ನಮನಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ಕೇವಲ 3 ವಾರದ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಆಗಾ ಸುಲ್ತಾನ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಫಾದರ್ ನೀವು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಈ ಹುಸೇನ್ ದಿನದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಉರ್ದು ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅರಬಿಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೂ ಹಿಂದಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ತಿಳಿತದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, ಆದರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನೀವು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಈ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲು ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. We have gathered here to commemorate a monumental figure in the annals of history, none other than Imam Hussein, whose name resonates with the timeless values of justice, of sacrifice, and steadfastness. On this day, we remember not just a historical event which happened many years back, but a profound lessons and enduring legacy that Imam Hussein has imparted to all of us. He was not merely a leader, but was a beacon of righteousness, a symbol of unwavering courage. He stood against oppression and tyranny at Karbala. It was not just a battle, but was a statement of profound moral and ethical values. It was a confrontation between the forces of justice and the forces of injustice, a struggle that transcended all the boundaries of time and place. My dear friends, his legacy teaches us that true leadership is defined not by the size of one's army or the power of one's position, but the strength of one's conviction and the courage to act upon them, which is very, very important. Maybe many of us have a lot of conviction about so many things, that justice should come into this world, but we don't have the courage to stand for values, stand for justice when there is such an amount of injustice around us. Imam Hussein, in his final moments, displayed an unparalleled commitment to justice, embodying the spirit of selflessness and dedication to a higher cause. Today, as we reflect upon the events of Karbala, we must ask ourselves today, how can we apply these lessons of Imam Hussein to our own lives today? This is very important, because otherwise we'll be going without really emulating the values and the message given by the life of Imam Hussein. The answer is this: it is a call to each and every one of us to embrace his values, standing up against injustice, helping those in need, remaining steadfast in our principles of integrity, peace, harmony, and love. Today, unfortunately, we look around the world. What do we see? We witness only terrorism, bloodshed, violence, and wars. It is happening today in Ukraine, in Gaza, in Bangladesh, and also in our own country. It happened in Manipur. So this is what is happening in the world. It is a very sad situation. Innocent people, children, women, young people, and old are sacrificed at the altar of ammunitions. Therefore, the perennial message of Imam Hussein is relevant today to in this world. And if you can imbibe this, and I'm very sure we will be able to bring about a change in this world. In our own country, we are lucky enough, we have had Mahatma Gandhi. who preached non-violence, and he worked incessantly to bring about freedom to each and our own country. That is the greatest contribution. And he gave his own life to see that our country became a free country from foreign rule. 2000 ago, Yeshua, Jesus himself gave his life on the cross. And he stood for justice, love, equality, and he was compassionate. And he said, forgiveness is more important, mercy is more important. And he said, I desire mercy. When he was criticized, he said, I desire mercy, not sacrifice. And even he said in Sermon on the Mount, not only love your brothers and sisters, even love your enemies. Such a beautiful message. And that is very important today, that we not only love our near and dear ones, our friends, but go beyond the barriers and love even our enemies. My dear friends, let the life of Imam Hussein be a message to all of us to confront our own battles with the same courage and conviction. Battles against injustice, personal hardships, and moral dilemmas. May we be inspired by the example to face our own trials with patience and resolve. Let his sacrifice serve us a beacon of hope and a source of guidance for us as well. Let me end this short speech with a couplet from a poet, Kannada poet, our Rashtrakavi Kuvempu. He said, to read out, quote, Hindu Muslimanagu, ಬೌದ್ಧ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತನೂ ಆಗು, ಚಾರುವಾಕನೂ ಆಗು, ಭೋಗ ಬಯಸಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗು, ನೀನು ಬಯಸಿದಂತಾಗು, ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗು, ನಿನ್ನ ಇಚ್ಛೆಯಂತಾಗು, ಏನಾದರೂ ಸರಿಯೇ, ಆದರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಮಾನವನಾಗು, ಮೊದಲು ಮಾನವನಾಗು. ಅದು ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ, ಮಾನವನಾಗುವುದು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯ ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಮಾನವತೆ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನವೇನು? ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಅದೇ ಸಂದೇಶ ನಮಗೆ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾನವೀಯತೆಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲೆಡೆ ಈ ಮಾನವತೆ ಇರುವಂತೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುವ. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to come and deliver this short speech. Thank you, Mr. Aga Sultan. So again, Salam Alaikum.
फादर लोगों के हम लोग ममनून हैं कि उन्होंने अपना बयान दिया इस सिलसिले में और इमाम हुसैन की शान में गुफ्तगू की। उनको ये मालूम होना चाहिए कि जब क़यामत